50.3. So I know when I ended the blog for last week, for the last lesson, what I had said, I was going to have to come to some decisions on my brief list, because what I was finding is I was making these brief lists and they look great, but then when the time was coming for me to recall them when I was doing dictations, I was having a hard time with them. So what my plan of attack now is, at the beginning of every lesson, I'm looking at the briefs. For instance, I know this week, or this lesson, one of the briefs was New Jersey. Right now, I don't know how often I'm going to hear New Jersey, given that, I'm living in Toronto, so I'm going to put that aside. But for instance, perfect was one that I wrote on my list, and when the time came for me to practice my brief list, I could not for the life of me recall perfect. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going through at the beginning of each lesson, looking at the briefs, I'm making a list, and then I'm practicing. I'm making a point when I start every practice session to take out my brief list and go through it. And if it takes me, like, if I do it a couple of times and each time I cannot recall it, I'm just crossing it off because I have way too much to do. I'm finding with my live dictations now, it's I'm starting, I don't know if this is a good practice or not, but obviously I try to stay on top of the speaker as best I can, but I'm getting a bit better now at trailing slightly behind and not panicking, which is good, because a lot of times the speaker will actually pause sometimes to cough or to collect their thoughts, and then that gives you a chance to catch up. So that's something going forward that I want to keep working on, is trailing behind. And it's especially, like, I know the word acupuncture, like, how many times did we hear the word acupuncture in this lesson? And I know I'm sure I'm not the only one who, when you hear long word, like 4-syllable words like acupuncture or encyclopedia, your brain kind of like freezes, and then it causes you to panic. So, I mean, I guess, with practice, you'll get more comfortable with dealing with such long words like that. I'm sure there's a brief for acupuncture. Am I going to learn it right now? Hell no. But I did find, because the word came up so much during this lesson, I know at the beginning I was always screwing it up, but by the end, especially with the live dictations, it was coming easily to me. But of course, 6 months from now, when I hear the word, am I going to recall it again? Well, that, I guess, will remain to be seen. And finally, I really like United States, U.S., American, America, Americans. I think those are all really important briefs to know, and it's good that I know towards the end of Phoenix Theory 2 we learned that one, but it's good that they did that in this lesson as well. So that is it, and I'll see you in 50.4.